Do you start strong but always give up? You join the gym with excitement, then stop going after 2 weeks. You begin a new habit, feel motivated for a few days, then completely forget about it. You promise yourself this time will be different, but somehow you always fall back into old patterns. Sound familiar? You are not alone. Most people struggle with consistency because they misunderstand how it actually works. They think consistency means being perfect every single day, but that is not what consistency really means. Here's the truth. Consistency is not about perfection. It is about showing up even when you do not feel like it. It is about doing something small rather than doing nothing at all. The problem is we set ourselves up to fail from the very beginning. Think about it. When you decide to get fit, you plan to work out for an hour every day. When you want to read more, you aim for 1 book per week. When you start a new diet, you cut out everything you love. These goals sound impressive, but they are also impossible to maintain. Your brain loves routine, but it hates dramatic change. When you try to change too much too fast, your brain fights back. It creates resistance because sudden changes feel threatening. This is why you feel motivated at first, but lose steam so quickly. So how do you build real consistency? Here are 3 simple strategies that actually work. First, start ridiculously small. I mean really small. If you want to exercise, start with just 5 push-ups. If you want to read more, read 1 page. If you want to meditate, do it for just 2 minutes. This might sound too easy, but that is exactly the point. Small actions remove resistance. Your brain can't argue with doing 5 push-ups. It is so easy that you have no excuse to skip it. Once you start, you might do more, but even if you do not, you still succeeded. These tiny wins build momentum and create the habit of showing up. Second, focus on frequency over intensity. It is better to work out for 10 minutes every day than 2 hours once a week. It is better to write 1 sentence daily than 1 chapter monthly. Frequency trains your brain to expect the activity. It becomes part of who you are rather than something you occasionally do. Think of it like watering a plant. A little water every day keeps it alive and growing, but drowning it with water once a week will kill it. Your habits need the same gentle, consistent care. Third, prepare for bad days. You will have days when you feel unmotivated, tired, or busy. This is normal. The key is having a backup plan. On tough days, do the absolute minimum version of your habit. Can't do a full workout? Just put on your gym clothes. Can't read a chapter? Read 1 paragraph. Can't meditate for 10 minutes? Take 3 deep breaths. These minimum versions keep your streak alive and maintain the neural pathway in your brain. Here's what most people get wrong about consistency. They think missing 1 day ruins everything, so they give up completely. But consistency is not about never missing a day. It is about getting back on track quickly when you do miss. Imagine you're walking to a destination and you trip. Do you lie on the ground and give up? Of course not. You get up and keep walking. Treat your habits the same way. If you miss a day, just get back up and continue tomorrow.
The magic happens when you stop trying to be perfect and start trying to be consistent. Small daily actions compound over time. Reading 1 page becomes hundreds of pages in a year. 5 push-ups become real strength. 2 minutes of meditation becomes inner peace. Remember this, you do not need motivation to be consistent. You need a system. Motivation gets you started, but systems keep you going. Build simple systems that make consistency easier than quitting. Start today with something so small you cannot fail. Pick 1 habit and make it ridiculously easy. Focus on showing up rather than showing off. Your future self will thank you for starting, no matter how small that start might be. Consistency is not a talent some people have and others do not. It is a skill you can learn. And like any skill, it gets easier with practice. So stop waiting for perfect conditions and start building the life you want 1 small action at a time.